Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible. So, 2 minutes will start, sir.
Okay, sir.
Greetings to everyone gathered here on this warm evening. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you a luminary in the realm of material science and engineering, Dr. R. Rajashekar, who stands as a beacon of excellence in his field, his academic journey marked by remarkable achievements and contributions. Having pursued his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the esteemed Konga Engineering College, Dr. Rajashekar embarked on a path of relentless pursuit of knowledge. This journey led him to attain advanced degrees, including a PhD in material science and engineering from the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. With a wealth of experience spanning around 19 years, Dr. Rajashekar has seamlessly traversed academia, research, and industry, leaving an indelible mark at every step. His expertise lies particularly in the domain of polymers, where he is recognized as a leading researcher. What truly sets Dr. Rajshekar apart is not just his academic prowess, but his unwavering dedication to pushing the boundaries of knowledge. His scholarly contributions speak volumes, with an impressive tally of 198 publications, 50 book chapters, and 3 authored books to his name. Beyond his scholarly pursuits, Dr. Rajashekar has also demonstrated exceptional leadership, spearheading projects valued rupees 36 lakhs and mentoring 8 PhD candidates. His commitment to nurturing the next generation of scholars is commendable and reflects his vision for the future of his field. Dr. Rajashekhar's contributions have not gone unnoticed, as evidenced by the numerous accolades and awards he has received over the years. From Best Faculty Awards to top ranking researcher titles, each honor is a testament to his profound impact on the academic community. As he continues to inspire and innovate, it is with great admiration and anticipation that we welcome Dr. R. Rajashekar, Professor at Konga Engineering College, Perundurai, Erode. His presence amongst us today serves as a reminder of the heights that can be achieved through unwavering dedication and passion for one's craft. We take immense pleasure in welcoming you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Before proceeding for this session, uh, this is going to be just a knowledge sharing session. So I request, there are many participants. I request you people, let it be an interactive session so that it will not be boring. Okay. Whether my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this 1 hour session, we will discuss, I will just discuss the experience I had in writing review and research articles. So since it is the participants are from various disciplines, we will take some common example for telling my experience on writing review and research article. We will move on to the session. Related to first half of the phase, we will have the review paper, and followed by the rest half will be the research article. I will give major weightage for the review, then we will follow for the research article. Coming to the first phase, these are all the points which we are going to have for the discussion. What is the reason behind to write a review paper? In case if you want to write a review paper for your dream journal, priorly you have to get concurrence from the editor-in-chief. Then how to frame a title for a review paper and for a research paper. What are all the tips to write an extensive review, especially for getting published in high impact journals. And finally, we will end up with copyright permission. Generally, what is the reason behind for a student or a PhD scholar to write a review paper? At least I want 15 to 20 people. Let it be an interactive one. You no need to message me. You can just, whatever the answer come to your mind, you can share with me so that we can make the session somewhat lively. What is the reason behind to write a review paper for a student or a PhD scholar?
Sir, to get a fast publication.
Okay, sir. No, for a student and a PhD scholar, fast publication in the sense.
To understand the existing system.
ஓகே இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நேரோ டவுன் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க.
So in order to write a review paper, you have to understand the basics that is called existing. Then only you can go for other. So that is why the reason for writing a review paper.
Okay. Any other answer? See, generally for a PhD research scholar who is about to start a research, so either he will have some theme area in his mind or his guide will give some area to him so that he will be working on that area. But if he is having some new thought in his mind, he want to just know whether how much that particular theme area has been explored so far. So in that theme area, if we keep on if we keep on downloading papers, then while he is writing a review for the past, say for the past 20 years of work he is collecting and writing, he can able to know in that particular area how much amount of work has been already completed and what are all the work still it is unexplored. If he gets the unexplored area of work, then it will be easier for him to continue the PhD research area. Similarly, for a student who is doing UG or masters, related to PhD, for UG and PG students, the work volume for the project will be minimal, like 20% or 25%. Whatever the reason behind for a PhD scholar to write a review paper, it applies similarly for the student. In that project, he wants to know what is the unexplored part, so that while writing a review paper, he will get an idea how far it is explored and what has to be done in the future. And for the doctorate who has already completed the PhD, see if he is an academician, Generally, after doctoral degree, they can approach for some funding agency to receive some R&D projects which will help them to elevate their profile. So in such cases, they want to know what are all the research findings that has already been done, what are all the new scopes, advanced areas. So in order to know that one, a doctorate will be writing a review paper. The prime advantage of writing a review paper rather than going for a research article is that you can be able to get a rapid increase in citations for a very short span of time, because you will be going into a broad area where many number of researchers will be studying your article, and ultimately the citation will keep on increasing. Second one, receiving concurrence from the editor. For example, if you want to go for a high impact journal which is a highly reputed one, like here you can see the impact factor is around 7.8. For such journals, you can't able to upload the full length paper. For example, if you have written a review for the past 10 to 15 years, which is having pages of around like 40, you can't able to communicate as such. Prior to communication to that particular journal, you have to submit an application to the editor just for means the application should contain just 2 pages. It is called as a preamble, where it should clearly mention the title of the review paper and the reason why you have taken this particular one as a review, and what are all the content that will be like the 40-page review paper, the main essential components like the heading, subheading, and the main element should be compressed in 2 pages. So with the 2 page, the editor will have a small committee. He will just review. He will check the novelty of your review, and he will check the past history of the journal, like whether this particular review area has been published already in this journal. If these two are clear, he will give permission for you to write the full length review. This normally applies for well reputed journal which is having high impact. Framing a title. Generally, I used to tell the scholars, for framing a title for a review, just make it as a broad area. On the other case, for a research, you can give like a comprehensive way. Like in case of a review paper, see, big data analytics. If I am going to write a review paper on this particular area, you see, a scholar will be giving big data plus review, where this particular paper, big data analytics, a literature review paper, which is having a very common title. It is coming on the first page of the Google, that is first page and first article in the Google. On the other hand, you can able to see a Science Direct paper on the same review area, which has been given some comprehensive title like Debating Big Data, a literature review on realizing value, so and so on. So a new researcher who is focusing on this big data, in case if he is going to write a review paper or this particular review will be helpful for his research, there are more possibility of citing the first one, which is coming on the first page, first part. So it is always better to give a very common title for a review paper, and for research paper, it is not at all necessary. Based on the novelty of your work, you can able to give a comprehensive title. Now we will move on to the main theme of this presentation. We will have what are all the things to write an extensive review. Now, actually, since you people are from different domain, I thought of taking sports or movie or politics as a common area of interest. Since we are very much fond of entertainment, I have gone for this transformation of movies. So, like we will have the review paper, the transformation of movies. Okay, it may be a Kollywood movie, it may be a Bollywood or a Hollywood movie. With this, we will be let us know what are all the heading, subheading of this paper, and what are all the key elements that has to be incorporated in the subheading as well as the heading. Okay, now I want you people, many of you people to speak. In this transformation of movies, what are all the key points you will keep? Or otherwise, what are all the heading you will fix for writing the review paper on this transformation? And by the end of the session, I request you people, whenever we are citing the example as a common example as a movie, you please just relate with your area of interest. Whatever the area you are doing the research, whatever the area you are going to write a review paper, please link this particular example with your expertise. Very simple title, the transformation of movie. You can keep an example as a Kollywood movie. In the past histories, like if the cinema of a Kollywood industry, if it has been begin in the year 1930, now it is 2024. You can able to, the transformation means right from 1934 to 2024, what all the transformation happened in different sectors of the Kollywood cinema. That is what you are going to tell me.
Sir, in songs there is many difference, sir.
Okay, sir.
In old age movies, it contains so many number of songs.
Okay.
But nowadays only 5 songs.
Okay. Even nowadays there are some movies which has no songs also, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the transformation in songs, okay.
Next, sir, transformation in visual display.
Okay, visual. So we will, in the transformation of movie, what Guru sir has told, we will keep song as one transformation, visualization as one transformation, 3D, okay.
The length of the movie, sir.
Length of the movie, okay. Length of the movie, can you able to give some examples, sir?
Previously, in the olden days, it may be 3.5 hours. Now it has
Okay,
been reduced to 2.5 hours.
fine, okay.
A lot of graphics have been introduced nowadays.
Okay, which are not they available in olden days. Okay, madam.
Yes, sir.
Sir, imagination and creativity is increased with recent days, sir.
Sorry, madam.
Sir, imagination and creativity.
Okay. Can you cite some example, madam?
Sir, like Superman, Iron Man, and
Oh.
so many superheroes are introduced in recent movies, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is one of the transformation. Lack of meaningful songs. Super. So the olden days songs were highly meaningful. Nowadays it is meaningless. Okay. Violence. Okay. Digital content. I think rather than putting in a message, you can speak.
Sir, black and white to color.
Yeah, fine. So color, visual effects, songs, graphics.
Sir,
Anything? Costume. Okay.
sir,
Yes.
psychological issues, sir, like multiple personality disorder, like how we watched like Onion film and all, sir.
Okay, madam.
Multiple personality disorder, all the
Okay.
psychological issues are concentrated upon.
Okay, madam.
Unrealistic content, sir.
For example?
Like how students are behaving in the college nowadays.
Okay.
It is like oddly portrayed in the movie, sir.
Okay.
Sir, to OTT, sir.
Theater to OTP. Yeah, this is one of the best transformation. Yeah. Okay, these are all the transformations. Suppose if I tell you, now you please fix the heading for this review paper, and later on for the particular heading, we will keep the subheading. Then in the subheading, we will put the keywords. Once if we put the keyword, we can able to write in the form of sentence. So whatever the answer you have said, I will keep visual effect as one of the heading. length of the movie as one of the heading, graphics as one of the heading, then transformation in songs as one of the heading. What else we can keep as the heading, sir? Main heading.
Sir, theater to OTT.
Theater to OTT. Yeah.
Yeah.
அஞ்சு ஹெட்டிங் சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. Beyond this, costume transformation, we can keep it as one of the heading. Sari, whatever you have told are okay.
Main title may be recent trend in movies.
What, sir?
Recent trend in movies. Main title.
Recent trend in movies. Okay. Can you give some examples, sir?
We have discussed the subtopics. For that, we are given the main topic.
That is okay, sir.
Okay.
See, these are all the transformation. Whatever they have expressed in the message or verbally, those are all the transformation. Or like in the movie, who are all the main content of the movie?
Hero, heroine.
Yeah, artist.
Songs, music.
Yeah. So artist is one of the main component in the movie. Music is the main component. Then whatever you have told, all are the main components. Okay. So now somehow you have fixed some titles. Let's see. Okay. For the transformation of the movie, you have fixed enormous amount of titles. Whatever the title I have cited, beyond that, you have told many n number of titles. Okay. So sorry, the headings. We will keep right from the artist. Like, for example, here I have cited direction, dialogue as one of the transformation, cinematography, music you have already told, and the sound effects that includes already the music, visual effect, choreography, costumes, and apart from that, you have told many more this one headings. Okay. Now, with that heading, we will go for subheadings. Like for the artist, you can able to tell me beyond this one. Male artist, female artist, comedy, character. Beyond this one, you can able to tell me.
Sir, villain of the movie.
Supporting actors.
Supporting actors. Super. Then
Guest role, sir.
Guest role. Okay. Any other artist we have missed?
Child actors.
Yeah, super. Child artist. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 heading as of now we have kept for the review article and transformation of movie. For the first heading, we are keeping 4 or 5 as the subheading. Now, for each subheading, we have to put the keyword. For example, in the artist, for the subheading is male artist, I have to put some keywords so that with the help of keywords, I can able to make it in the form of a sentence. If I come to the male artist, what are all the keywords you will put there?
What is their role in that movie?
Okay. மேடம் கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே நம்ம ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா யோசிச்சோம்னா ஒரு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் 34 to 2024 in the sense 90 years. இந்த 90 இயர்ஸ்ல மேல் ஆர்டிஸ்ட்ல என்னென்ன டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன்லாம் இருக்கோ ஆல் we can bring it.
Yeah, costume, hairstyle,
okay,
body language.
Yeah.
எல்லாமே.
ஓகேங்க.
Sir,
yes sir.
Sir, people are from North India also is there.
Yeah, sure sir. Fine, fine. Beyond this, can you able to give me some keywords for male artist? Madam has given some 4 examples. Okay, I'm moving on to the next page. See, these are all some of the examples of the actors. If you are fond of Hollywood movies, you can refer these actors. Like you can refer Godfather, and you can refer the new, the fresh actors. You can able to compare their style. Some Hindi actors, starting from Amitabh Bachchan to the new people. Just by seeing this, you will get some keywords. Some Tamil actors, for here, right from Kamala Hassan, Rajinikanth to new age people.
Sir, age of the hero.
Age of the
That may be changed during the evolution of movies.
Fine.
Like before they were younger, than at now time, even old age heroes are also acting as a main character.
Okay, fine. That is one very good transformation, which we can put it as a keyword.
Good evening, sir. Next one is versatile personality.
Versatile. Can you give some example, madam?
Sir, taking Kamal Hassan as an example, in
Yeah.
Dasavadaran character,
Yeah.
more than 7 characteristics. Then like that, in Tamil movies, Kamal Hassan make several performances.
Okay.
It's one of the examples, sir.
Whatever madam has said, this is one example. Versatile in the sense we can take it for other example also. So beyond acting, beyond acting, he used to choose direction, screenplay. He used to give background score, like that. Apart from acting, he used to choose many roles in the cine area. That we can keep as one of the keyword. And previously, one madam has told regarding the age, like we can keep sustainability. For example, if you take Rajini and Kamal, they have survived for a longer period of time. Like even now, they are holding the responsibility as the hero. But the people who have started their career in the same era, like Rajini or Kamal era, nowadays they can't able to survive as a hero. They are coming as a character role. This we can bring it as a sustainability as a keyword. Then,
like unique title as Ulaganayagan.
okay.
Superstar.
Okay, fine.
The style of an actors and their
Fine.
influencing
Fine. Like style.
by way of acting or some kind of an behavior, and then they are attracting the people's.
Okay, then can we call it as name, fame, publicity, like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Then,
Sir, can it be possible to take this also as an option that the styles of the actors that are influencing the audience has changed also, because like Devanand used to have a particular style, charming style of his dressing appearance and all, but nowadays like John Abraham is influencing the audience more with bikes.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Super. For the participants from other state also, we have some actors where you can able to see and you can able to tell, add some more key points.
They're using some punch words, sir, that will attract an youngsters.
Sure. Like what Rajini generally used to do and Vijay used to do nowadays.
Yes, sir.
Anything else to add as a keyword?
Adaptability, sir.
Adaptability. Can you give some example, madam?
So we can take it as in a contemporary issue, sir.
Okay.
Because nowadays the heroes are much adapted to their role. Okay, and we can learn something from what is happening in the society.
Okay, fine. That was absent in earlier days.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
before this, heroines are not acting after getting married. Nowadays, a lot of heroines are acting after getting married. Example, Nayanthara, Alia
Yeah.
Bhatt.
Yeah, this is one of the transformation.
Yes.
Almost, I think almost you have covered.
35 and 40, nearly they are 40. Nowadays, they are not bothering about the age and all. They are.
Yeah. Yeah, in olden days that was not means once if they cross certain age they will not be fit for a heroine role.
Yes. Nowadays, Trisha, Nayanthara, Anushka, there are a lot of heroines are acting.
Yeah, correct, madam. I think you have almost put many of the keyword. One to add with your point. See, you can able to see Amitabh here. He might have started his career in the year 1975 like that. And nowadays, we have young actors. On the midway, we had Shah Rukh Khan and all. Generally, if you see in some movies like what to say, Dawn and all, or the hairstyle of Shah Rukh Khan, he used to imitate Amitabh Bachchan. In a similar manner, if you see in Tamil and all, you can able to see the imitation of Rajinikanth in many young actors. Am I right? For example, if you take Vijay and some other actors, they used to imitate Rajinikanth. If you take Vikram and all, they used to imitate somewhat like Kamal. Am I right? So we can able to fix it as unique style of acting. And on the other category, we will take it as imitation of legendary actors. This is one point which I'm adding to your n number of keywords. Okay. Now, this is specially to the Kollywood area, where for the male artist, just I have taken who are all the artists right from the inception to 2010. Like in 1930s, there were few actors. 1940, only one actor came to this media profession. 1950s, 3 actor. Like the list keeps on increasing over a period of time. So with this, you have told a few keywords. By seeing these names, can you able to add some more keywords? Okay. See, dramatic to reality. As you have told about the song, in the olden days, there will be many songs. For example, 10 to 15 songs in a particular movie. Over a period of time, it came to a reality. And here also, right from inception to 2010, the movie has transformed from dramatic to reality. Like the actors who acted before 1950s or in late 1950s, their way of acting will be little bit dramatic. And over a period of time, like after in midway of 1960s or starting of 1970s, the dramatic has been slightly changed to reality. And as I told you just now, style of acting. Here, if you see the total entire actors list, many of them will have their own style of acting, where in an equal amount, many of them will be imitating the legendary actors. For example, if you keep the olden days, M.R. Radha, his both sons, M.R.R. Vasu as well as Radha Ravi, used to imitate his father. In a similar way, if you take Shivaji Ganesan, either by the walking style or by the way of speaking, his son used to imitate his father. And like the way we told for Rajinikanth and Kamala Hassan and all, many new actors, like even like Dhanush and all, he used to, in some movies, he used to imitate Rajinikanth. So we will categorize this n number of actors based on own style of acting and imitation of legendary actor. Then third one, fame, national recognition and publicity. For example, here, right from 1930s to 2010, if I have kept around 150 actors, I can able to categorize this actor based on the fame, national recognition and publicity. For example, if I keep national award as one criteria, among this 150 actors, only some 9 to 10 actor will be falling on the national award. Suppose if I keep Filmfare Award as one of the criteria, out of this 150, around 90 people will be coming under that Filmfare Award. Sustainability. Out of this 150 actor, we will check how many of you have sustained in this particular profession for a longer period of time, and how many of you have failed to sustain. Versatility. One of the madam has told versatility. So in addition to taking acting as the main profession, they will be pioneering in the other areas like singing, directing, music. If you keep one actor, T. Rajender, he will do n number of activities in a particular movie. Then salary. Among this 150 actors, we can able to categorize them based on their salary. Even if they are in the past generation, in that particular year, they will be getting some they will be highly paid and some will be low paid. Okay. So among as the first heading, artist, under the first heading artist, we will keep male artist as the subheading. Under male artist, these are all the 150 actor, and their contribution are taken in the form of hints. Okay, here all the 150 I am grouping into the hint. Now, there are two methods of writing an explanation. For example, this review can be written in two methods. One thing is that we have kept 6 hint over here. All the 6 hint we can able to take to this 150 actors. For example, if we keep MGR, his style of acting, we can write one sentence. Dramatic or reality. If he is totally dramatic, that dramatic, we can take it over him and write it as a sentence. He is having a very good fame, national recognition and publicity. Whatever the fame he had and how many awards he has won, we can able to bring for MGR. Sustainability. He might have been in the cine field for around 40 years. That for MGR, we can able to write, he survived in that cine industry for a 40 year. And we can able to still include with acting as a profession, he has taken politics as the next profession. Versatility. MGR has directed one movie, I guess. So he used to take part in the screenplay also, that we can bring it to MGR. Then salary. Maybe might be right from 1930s to 1960s, he will be the highly paid actor among all the actors. This is one way of writing a review paper. The second way of writing a review paper is that you will keep the hint as the constant one. Like the 6 hints will be the constant one. This 150 actors, you can able to bring it into the hint. For example, in the style of acting, first part, own style of acting, in this 150 category, 40 members will have the own style of acting. So keeping own style of acting as a basic title, we can able to bring 40 actors to that one, and rest of the 90 actors are 110 actors to the imitation of legendary actors. If you take dramatic and reality as a common template, the people who has acted in the midway of 1950s, for example, here we have around 7. If you even consider 1960, it is around 10 people. So this 10 people, we can take it under dramatic, and rest of the 140 people, we can bring it under reality. Fame, national recognition and publicity. See, all the 150 actors will not be having a good fame. All 150 will not have national recognition, and publicity will be missing for majority of the actors. So whoever is having a good fame, out of this 150, if only around 50 are having a good fame, that 50 will be brought under fame. National recognition, if you keep national award, as I already told you, only out of this 150, 9 to 10 members will come. Filmfare, out of 150, around 90 will come. Publicity, out of this 150, if only 30 are highly having the publicity, only the 30 will come, where the rest 120 will not be included in the publicity part. Then sustainability. See, Sivaji Ganesan and MGR has ruled the industry for about 40 years, where you can able to see the other peoples. M.K. Tyagaraja Bhagavathar, P.U. Chinnappa, S.S. Rajendran, Muthuraman failed to do. Like coming to late 1970s, Kamala Hassan and Rajinikanth are entered as hero in the same era, like 1970, where along with them you can able to see 10 more people has chosen acting as their profession. But if you just correlate with this 2024, only Kamala Hassan and Rajinikanth, who was entered in 1970, are still doing their career as a hero. Rest 10 has been exempted. In a similar manner, if you take 1980, you see around 32 people chosen acting as their profession. But now, if you see, almost 32 will not be acting as a hero. Okay, so in that sustainability part, if you take 150, only a very few will be coming under this category, where rest of the people we can able to eliminate. Coming to versatileness, that beyond acting, who is taking the other roles, again in that 150 you will have minimal number of people. Salary, we can categorize the salary as highly paid, moderately paid, low paid. If you categorize into three category, this 150 can be brought up under three subheadings, that is three classifications. These are all the two modes of writing a review paper. Now you please tell me which method, whether you have to choose this one as the basic template. If you choose, for example, MK Tyagaraja Bhagavatar as a basic template, you have to put all the 6 scenes to this fellow. And likewise, you have to take all the 6 scenes for the 150 fellow. This is one mode of writing. The second mode of writing, whatever we have discussed now. You people tell me, for the review paper to be having a high quality, and our intention is to publish in a highly reputed and high impact journal, which method you will opt? I need just 5 responses.
The method which includes the options which we choose from the overall scenario.
Madam, either we will take as option 1 and option 2. Option 1, for each actor we are taking the hint to the actor. Second one, we will keep the hint as a common one. We will bring the
yes sir, this one only.
Okay, option 2.
Yes sir.
Sir, option 2.
Okay, fine. Anybody
Option 2, sir.
Option 2, okay. Any other alternative answer? Okay. Now, you please consider all the actors, like 150 actors, as the authors. These are all the 150 authors, and their contributions are taken as the 6 hints. Okay, so this authors has contributed under the 6th hint. We will keep hint as a common template, and the authors will be brought up to the hints. Generally, an UG student or a PG student who is writing a literature survey, or we people while writing a thesis, means a literature review part in a thesis, generally we used to keep MGR et al. Has done so and so. For example, MGR et al. We will keep one paragraph we will write about his contribution. Then we will take Jaishankar et al. All the 6 hint, whatever the contribution he has done, we will just drag and paste it on Jaishankar et al. Similarly for other fellow, like Madhavan, whatever the contribution he has done for the past 30 years, just we will put it over there. This makes the reader boring. Okay, and this is also not a way of writing a clear review. Now, what we have done, all the contributions are taken up here. Just we are going to add whoever the author is applicable for that part, we are going to add. Rest of the author we are going to ignore. So this will give a good continuity and a clarity. Okay, just imagine with your area of interest. We will move to the other example, like direction. Okay, these are all some of the directors. Can you able to understand a little bit on this main theme?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes sir.
We will
Yes, sir.
take some examples as a directors. So these are all some of the Hollywood directors, Kollywood directors. Okay. Now you please categorize them. Whatever you have done for the actor, you please bring it for the directors also. Just one or two answers you give me, we will proceed.
Sir, budget. At the old days, the old directors used to do movies with low budget also, which
Fine.
nowadays due to cost, it's not possible also.
Fine. We can give examples as Shankar Rajamouli and all.
Way of story narrations.
Okay. Way of narrating the story, screenplay. Okay.
Selecting the story, sir.
Okay. Can you give some example, madam?
I don't know exactly, but they'll be very careful, particular about about story selection.
Okay.
If they like only, then they will take kind of, yeah.
Okay, fine. If you look into the older movies which was taken in late 1940s, 1950s and all, they want to used to go for an outdoor shoot. Behind there will be some screen. If it is a palace, there will be a screen where they will be doing some backdrop. But nowadays, it is almost reality. Any other transformation?
Editing, sir.
Editing, okay.
Picturization and
Fine. Yes, madam.
So nowadays they are used to AI, say the one actor is fast famous. Shankar used Bala in two Indian two like that, sir.
Okay, madam. Yeah. So nowadays they are using the AI technology. Any other transformation in direction area?
Directing style, sir.
Style. Okay.
Other than Indian culture, following some Western culture.
Okay.
budgeting, sir. Budgeting is also in another terms.
Yes, madam.
So very good picture, very good animation and graphics.
Yeah. Graphics and animation was not available in olden days. Now it is means it is almost taking to the what to say.
Theme of movies, sir.
Yes, madam.
Theme of movies.
Okay. Madam, I can't able to understand.
Theme, sir. Theme.
Okay.
Theme of movies.
Okay, madam. Okay. Theme of movies. Very good response. Yeah, tell me.
More reality into the picture, sir.
Yeah, more reality. Like whatever we have seen for the actor, like after 1980s and all, the movie has been completely transformed to realistic in nature. Okay. So you have given many answers. In addition to that, I have given some hints like either it is a Hollywood actor or a Kollywood actor. We can categorize them under A, B, C, and C category. One is story based, another one completely commercial based, third one commercial, which is based on especially on the actor. Then film making style. Bala will be having some good film making style. Lingasamy will be having a different style. Rajesh will be having a different style. And these are all the themes, whatever madam has told: historical, family oriented, inspirational, real life oriented, novel based, entertaining, action, political, societal, love, kid based movies, like so on. So here many of the directors used to take some historical movie. Many of the directors used to go for real life movie, and few movies has come based on even the new movies are also novel based, horror, devotional, thriller, etc. And number of films. For example, right from 1930s to 2010, there might be several directors. We can categorize them based on the number of films they have made and out of number of films, how much films are hits, how much are flop. And again, like the artist, we can take them under the award like National Film Fair, etc. And budget. This is what the first keyword you have told me. Then the duration of making film. In olden days, if they want to, for example, in the Doordarshan Mahabharata and all, if they want to take the serial, they have to take all the bulky equipments to the forest, and the duration of making the serial will be running 2 years and all, and number of characters in a movie. So these are all the hint for all the directors who came from 1930 to 2010. So, for example, if there are around 70 to 80 directors, that 80 directors we will keep assume themselves as the author, and their contribution are taken as the hints. These are all 7 hints, and you have told me around 10 more hints. So 17 hints for the actors, the directors who came for the past around 90 years. Now, this contribution with these hints we will keep as the basic element. Whether from the director, for example, if there are around 90 director, whoever is having contribution towards a particular hint, we will add them, otherwise we will remove them. So this is the second heading. The third heading is dialogue. In the initial days, you will be seeing those black and white movies, which will be having a very lengthy dialogue. The dialogue will be very lengthy, followed by a song. Then again, they will go for a lengthy dialogue. Now, over a period of time, the dialogue starts to decrease, and you might have seen some film called Pushpak. In Tamil, it is called Pesum Padam, which is the first dialogueless movie in Kollywood cinema. And now we have seen one director, Karthik Subraj, he has made a movie called Mercury, which is a dialogueless one. And if you look into the transformation of a dialogue, it starts from distinctive style of speaking. For example, if the movie is based on Chennai area, it will have that distinctive style of speaking. Madurai, Coimbatore and all, each and every zone will have a distinct style of speaking. Then dubbing. Many of the artists will have their own voice, and many artists will have dubbing. So these are all some of the transformation, especially on the dialogue. So under dialogue as the main heading, you will have the hints in this category where you can able to bring the movies or the actors to this hints. In cinematography, these are all some of the transformation. For example, the type of camera they have used, each and every cinematographer will be having their unique style of picturization. Like in the olden days, we used to have black and white. Over a period of time, we entered to Jiva color, which will be somewhat a mixture of color as well as black and white. Later, Eastman, Oro, and nowadays, we have many sophisticated new technologies. And you can be able to see these are all some of the new technological equipments. See, as I told you, for taking a Mahabharata serial and all, you have to take all the bulky equipments into the forest. Nowadays, the bulky equipments are removed, and with the help of technology, you can able to go to any any hazardous part, and you can able to take a movie. And these are all some of the transformation, and based on the decades of Kollywood cinema, you can able to bring these hints. Music. Under the heading as a music, these are all some of the hints. We know several musicians, okay, like right from Viswanathan, Ramamurthy, R.D. Burman and all. They are the earlier musicians. Later in 80s, we have Ilayaraja, now A.R. Rahman, and now G.V. Prakash. There are so many musicians. But if you categorize all the musicians, their contributions are this one. What are all the main instrument used by a musician? Like for Ilayaraja, he will be using that harmonium. That will be the main instrument for him. If you take A.R. Rahman, he will be using keyboard as the main instrument. And if you see, in 1930s, jazz was used as the main instrument. And later, if you go for 1950s to 60s and all, you have some other new technological instruments. And nowadays, the trend is different. So based on the number of musicians, we will take this one as the hint, and keeping this hint as the basic, we will take the musician to the hint part. And one thing I want to tell you, see, I have given reference for all the cases because all this information are available in the reference, whatever I have cited. Like whatever we have framed the keyword for right from artist to musician, we can able to, if we search in the Google, we can able to take who are all the transformers in this area, like sound effect, visual effect, costumes and all, who are all the people who has taken part in this one over the past period, and we can able to take the hint. What was the sound effect in olden days, mid-era and nowadays? And these are all some of the notable transformation, especially in a Hollywood movie. For example, in the year 1986, computer was used for recording songs. One movie called Vikram, where the screenplay writer was a computer engineer. In that movie, the computer was used to record the song. And in the year 1992, screenplay writing software was used. Like in the movie called Devar Mahan, the screenplay writing software was first time used in Hollywood cinema. And like in 2003, in Boys, one song you might have seen, Ale Ale, where the heroine used to jump at a certain height where it will be frozen. So that freeze technology was first implemented in Hollywood movie. And live recording. In 2012, you can see the Hunchback. Two actors will be joined together. That is performance capture technology that was first implemented in Hollywood in the year 2012. So these are all some of the notable transformation in Hollywood movie where you can able to cite this one as a special one, or otherwise based on the heading. For example, if you are taking as graphics as one of the heading, in that graphics, in the transformation part, you can able to say, this is one of the new transformation that has been done in the graphics part. Okay, this is the way you have to write a review paper. If you can able to collect, for example, if you have a theme like what to say, artificial intelligence for, or what to say, robotics for chemical technology, or robotics for some welding application. If you have this particular title, you keep on searching the journals, you will be getting around minimum 100 journals. And one more thing you have to see, for example, if you fix the title as robotics for welding technology, you have to check whether any author has written a review article in this area. Suppose if none of the article has written a review article, you can able to take right from the inception. Right? When the first robotic was used for the welding technology, that particular paper to 2024 you can able to take. In case if someone has written on the similar topic, for example, it was published in the year 2015, then you can keep that review paper as the base one, and rest 9 years you can able to take all the new articles and you can able to compile as a full-length paper. If you have any doubt in this review, in writing this review, you can ask me now. Shall we move on to the other part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one is copyright permission. If any of the expert has touched this topic, I can able to exempt, or otherwise I can tell you. Yesterday or previous day, if any of the experts has given a hint on copyright permission, I will just leave this topic, or otherwise I will explain.
Sir, please explain, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. You can explain.
Okay, madam. Actually, see, generally for a review paper, suppose if we have done a part of research, we will be having some data related to the review, or otherwise if we are a fresher for a research, we will not be having any research data. In such cases, for example, you are taking around 50 paper for writing a review paper. In that 50 paper, if you didn't put any image or a table, it will be somewhat vague. Your entire paper, for example, if you have written for 30 pages, the entire review article will be somewhat vague. It will not be catchy. So at least for a 30-page review paper, you have to give at least 5 to 10 figures and 5 to 10 tables. Then only your article will be looking somewhat catchy. In such cases, you will be taking the figure and table of those other research article which has already been published online. In such cases, you have to get copyright permission. Okay. Suppose in case if you already have some research data which is not published so far, that research data you can able to include without any copyright permission. Go to the Google, give rights link. Okay. If you give rights link as the word, you will get the first one as copyright.com. Okay. Please enter into that one. Don't worry, no need to take the hint. This I will be sending you as a separate slide. Go to the copyright.com. Later, go to manage account and you have to register. In the registration, you give your name and the password, your details and all. And later, it will take to the other page. You can able to see here, organization or individual. Please don't give organization. In case if you give organization, then later you have to bear some charges for that. Better to go for individual. And now, after that registration, you come freshly to the Google Scholar. Take the paper where you are going to adapt the figures and tables. Here, after going to the particular article, go for get rights and content. After clicking that one, it will take you to the rights link page where you can able to make the selection. In this selection, you will be having which figure you are going to adapt or which table you are going to adapt. So you have to give the complete detail. For example, in that particular paper, if you want to take figure 6 and figure 8, that you have to mention here. And simultaneously, in your review paper, that particular figure 6, it will be in which stage? That if that figure 6 is in figure 1 stage in your review paper, that you have to mention. And another figure 8, if it is there in the figure 2 part, that also you have to mention. Then you have to mention the title of your review paper, who is the corresponding author, and the main one, in which journal you are going to communicate the review paper. All the information you have to mention. And finally, for example, if you are getting the permission for the first time, for example, if you have some 10 research articles where you are going to adapt the figure. Among 10 research articles, if 5 are under LCVR, Science Direct, you will give for the first one as reference number 1. In case if you are going to take another research article which is again published in Science Direct, you have to give reference number 2. Accordingly, you can make it in the ascending order. Finally, give the terms. I understand the terms and condition you just give, and ultimately you will end up with nil USD. This applies for all the papers under Science Direct, but in some papers under Springer and many papers under Taylor and Francis, they will charge you. So better, while you are selecting the figure and table, you better go for Science Direct. They will not charge you. And one more thing, you have to give individual, not the organization. So after filling all the form, you will end up with terms and condition. After clicking that one, you will get the total as 0 value. And automatically, you will be getting the copyright form. Okay. So this copyright, in case, unfortunately, if you are communicating the review article for a particular journal, for example, we can keep it as acta materialia. In that, unfortunately, if your paper is getting rejected, then you will be communicating to other journal. For example, materials engineering. For that one, again, you have to follow the same procedure. You can't able to use the copyright which you have brought for acta materialia, because in the copyright form, you have mentioned the journal which you are going to communicate. Okay. So when it is rejected, you have to go for the copyright for the second time. Okay. Sevabalan sir.
Sir,
Sir,
yes, sir.
can I take few more minutes or?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yes.
so I think you have got some inputs for writing the review paper. We will move on to research paper. So as a beginner, I suggest you to go for, while writing a research paper, please start with introduction and go for further like results and discussion, conclusion, reference and all, and finally come for writing an abstract, and the end should be the title. Okay. This I will explain. The reason behind I will explain finally. Okay. Since the time is short, I will just faster. Yes, sir. Okay. See, we will be having some dream to get a car. For example, few people will be having a dream car. Directly, they will go and they will book the car. But the people from economic background, generally they will go for, they will check many number of models in the same segment. For example, if they fix 8 lakh as the budget, in that 8 lakh, they will see several brand cars and several segments. With that, they will use to narrow down to a single car. Like that, we will see an example. For example, I am having an intention, I am having a budget of around 10 lakh. I will be going for several brands like Honda, Toyota, Ford, Fiat, and all. I will be going to all the showrooms. My budget is 10 lakh. I will just ask, what is the brand available ranging between 9 to 10 lakh? So he will tell these are all the brands available. Suppose if I have already gone to Toyota, I will be moving on to Maruti. In Toyota, regarding the initial value of the car, the efficiency of the car, and the different features they are giving in the car, mileage, safety, maintenance and all, the sales engineer used to express me. I will note down all the points. Then while I am going to Maruti, again the sales engineer will be giving his inputs about that particular band. Since I have already got input for one car, I will be just comparing. I will be comparing this Toyota with Maruti. Then in case if he is telling higher price, I used to just compare that Toyota is giving for a low price where you are quoting higher price. And in case for mileage, for example, if you see, if I go to Honda City, I will just state that Maruti Ciaz is giving higher mileage, but yours is giving lower mileage. In such case, the sales engineer will say, my engine displacement is much higher than Ciaz. For this engine displacement, I am giving a compromising mileage. On the other hand, if I go to Maruti Swift, he will just tell the positive points. Like compared to the other two brands, he will tell that he is giving for a very low cost and the transmission mode is automatic. So if you go for each and every band, they will be giving more emphasis on the novelty aspect. For example, in this case, compared to the three brand, this mileage is the novelty aspect. In this case, the CC is higher compared to these two. In this case, the price is very, very minimal than these two. For example, for each and every year, the automobile magazine used to release the best car of the year. Do you think only for that particular year, only one brand will go for the application? Minimum, whatever the car that has been launched in that particular year. For example, if we keep 2024, they will declare the best car of the year by end of December or starting of January. So in 2023, what are all the new cars that has been launched? All will be going for the particular, scrutinizing, and from that scrutinizing, they will bring to a single car. Now we will see. We will be writing some research on this particular automobile. Then we will see how we will be writing a good research paper. In this case, I am taking Maruti Ciaz as the example for applying for a sports magazine. That is, I want to, my intention is I am a Maruti employee. I want this car has to become the best car of the year, for which I am going to write a review article. Sorry, research article. So here, If you come to the introduction will be coming around 1500 to 2000 words. So for which I will be writing the general terms. Introduction about the car, glimpses of the Maruti brand right from 800 to the new one might be the Ciaz during 2014. And then, so this will go around 2 sentences. Glimpses of the Maruti brand will come around 1 sentence, and introduction about the Ciaz. So I will be giving a short introduction, brief introduction about a Ciaz, which will be running to 3 to 4 sentences. Now, coming to the main aspect, that is mileage. This is the car that has provided the highest mileage in that particular year. So based on the novelty, I will keep on emphasizing right from the introduction. Now here I will explain. If I want to state mileage as the main factor, then I will tell that what is the reason for the fuel consumption. For example, there is a scarcity of fuel. Nowadays, the fuel price has been higher. So I will just portray on the scarcity of the fuel. Then only I can able to project the mileage part. And in case, if I want to say this is the novelty part in my work, for example, 28.09 kilometer per liter in highway, then I have to give reference. Like none of the car has given this much higher mileage in the past years. In that, I have to refer the own Maruti brand as well as all the other brand. Okay. And highest mileage that, for example, for your understanding, prior to this Maruti Ciaz, Honda Jazz in the past year was the one which has given highest mileage. For example, 27 kilometer. So Maruti Ciaz has beaten the record. He has came to 28. So in that highest mileage reported, I have to cite that particular Honda Jazz. Now, since I am telling my car is giving the highest mileage, I have to tell the technology that has been introduced in Maruti Ciaz, which is not in other brands. Then finally, I will compare the mileage of Ciaz with the earlier one. For example, Honda Jazz. Now you tell me, as a evaluator, where you will question in this introduction part. For example, this particular introduction will run to 1000 words we will keep. 1000 words in the sense around 20 to 25 sentence. The 25 sentence will have this around 8 hints where the reviewer will question me.
The reviewer will also study the other cars that are providing whatever is better than these things, or in other aspects where they are better than this one. And they may question that although this gives a good performance in the mileage, what are you suggesting for that lags or drawbacks for your car?
Actually, madam, we will see one by one. Introduction about the car will be in the website. Will be in all the sports magazine, automobile magazine. Glimpses of the Maruti brand is also available in the website. Introduction about the Ciaz is giving about your brand. So all these are known factors. Then the depletion of fossil fuel leads to scarcity of fuel. It is also worldwide known issue. Then whatever the car that is giving better mileage so far, you are having the reference for all those. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
For example, if I am giving Honda Jazz as 27 kilometer per liter, for that the reference is there in their magazine. And prior to that Jazz, there might be some other brand also which has given better mileage. For all those things, we have reference. He will question us wherever we don't have a reference. Where he will question.
Yes, sir. Obviously, wherever there is a lack in the reference, there will be a question. But also, sir, is it not be a point of focus for the reviewer that you have cited only the positive things, whereas for these positive things also there are some negative drawbacks. So, will this only positive point will be overcoming the negative points of your car compared to the other better cars in the other aspects?
That he will question, madam, but he will not in the question in the introduction part.
Yeah, obviously not in the introduction, but finally in the overall scenario.
Yeah. In this 8 point where he will question.
Yes, sir.
No, madam. In this 8 point where he will question, where he will get a chance to question us.
In the technology part, sir.
Yes, sir. See, we are
Yes,
getting
yes.
the mileage as 28. So for increase in mileage, we might have used some technology. In that technology, he will be questioned because that is the novelty of our part. Okay. So if we are convinced, if he is convinced with the novelty part, if we have done the procedures as per the rule, there will be several standards. If we are fitting within the standard, there will be no question, or otherwise he will be questioning exactly on the novelty part where there is lack of references. And coming to the other part, after introduction, we will have methodology and testing. Generally, whatever the research area you focus, you please look into the end application. In case if you want to fabricate a helmet, ultimately we are wearing helmet for the safety. Your end application should be the safety of the helmet, like whatever we have given here, the crash test, toughness test. In case if the helmet, if it is hit on a rock, if it is hit on a vehicle, what will be the vibration that will be occurring? So your research focus, whatever the research you are carrying out, it should be related to the end application. So whatever the testing you are doing, it should be really based on the end application. Example for this car, you will be doing, for example, consumption is the novelty part. So you will be analyzing the fuel consumption based on speed. You will go at 80 kilometer, you will go at 60, you will go at 100, 120, 140, and so on, so that you will be testing the mileage under several speed, that is varying parameter. For example, load, only with driver, with the 3-member, with the 5-member. You keep the tire pressure different, 30, 32, 34. Then what will be the mileage under AC and non-AC? Because the novelty part is your mileage. Then apart from that, you have to do all the standard tests for the whatever is applicable for the automobile, like crash test, stability, impact, so on, so on. And here in methodology, whatever the principle you adapt for fabricating a car, it starts with the design, selection of material, the production stage, whatever the parameters that are involved. For example, change in temperature, change in pressure, all those will come under the methodology part. Since they will be the fabricators, there is no point of questioning in the methodology part. In testing, they have to do all the systems as per the standard. Here, where the reviewer will focus. I'm telling you, if the methodology is as per the basic principle and the testing are as per the basic standards, then in this two part, the reviewer will not be having a chance to question you. In case, if you are doing the testing beyond the standard limit, if you are not following an appropriate standard, then the reviewer will focus. If everything is as per the standard, he won't get a chance for questioning you. Then the major part, results and discussion, it decides the minor or major revision of your paper. Generally, a research paper will have 4 components. One is accepted, the last one is rejected, the middle one, first you will have minor revision, accepted followed by minor revision, then the third stage will be major revision, then finally it will be rejected. If your work has quite sufficient novelty, there is no point of rejection. Either you will end up with major revision or minor revision. If you fail to discuss majority of the essential part, your paper will end up with major revision. If you can able to write an extensive discussion for the results, whatever you have obtained, your paper will end up with minor revision. Okay, there are very least chances to get direct exceptions. It is applicable only for the paid journals. For example, we will discuss how to write an extensive discussion. Here it is a small story on Tom and Jerry. There are some 8 figures. If you can able to write 2 sentences for each and every figure, it is called as an extensive review, extensive discussion. All these 8 images, if you just compress into a small story, which is just compressing within 2 to 3 sentences, then your paper, it is having some, what to say, the discussion is not much extensive. You will get some major review. This is in our childhood days, we used to see this magazine and all. We used to find out the difference. Just I think there must be 6 differences. Whoever is finding out the first difference, please answer. But
The peacock in the head of the wave.
you please find out all the 6 difference, then you can tell. Whoever is finding out first, they can able to tell.
So first one peacock feather, sir.
Okay, madam.
Next to ornament, sir.
Ornament. Okay, madam. Ornament. That is,
Bangles into
you're referring the pendant, right?
pendant. Down ornaments. There are 5 here, 4 only, sir.
Okay,
One bangle is there, sir.
Okay.
Next one 12 bucks, sir.
Okay, madam.
Next that boy in hand.
Okay, the pendant you are telling, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
Then
Sir, in Alamari, one object is missing, sir.
Yes. The almirah, top one, the second.
Top one.
Yeah.
The bed also one more bangle or some bracelet.
Yeah. That they have told, madam.
Okay.
So one more is bindi, sir. The lady is bindi.
Yeah, correct, sir. The tilak, what she put in the forehead, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So these are all the 6 difference. See, just to
bangle.
relate. Yeah, tell me.
In this box, bangle, sir. Bangle.
Yes, sir. 6 examples. That means 6 difference they have already told. Thank you. So, like this, whatever the difference you have find in these 2 images, while you draw a figure, just to have a glance at the figure. If you can able to find out the fault, or if you can able to describe your figure completely, there is no point of giving, the reviewer will not have any chance to give query on that one. With this, just I'm going to the figures. Just for example, I'm telling you, you forget about the last part. Here I am having a value of 74. My intention is to increase this value, for which I am adding something to it. Okay, just there are 4 values. My primary aim is to increase from 74, where I am getting some increase in value. Now you see, just by seeing these 4 values, where you will question me.
For 10%, it is increasing maximum torque.
Yes. That is my achievement. Then again, I am repeating. I am getting a value of 74. My intention of the study is to increase this value, 74. Okay, for which I have got another 3 values. Madam has told 88.5, but where the reviewer will question me.
So in point number 4, the value is getting a decrease from 88.5 to 87, but our objective is increasing, but here the value is getting decreased.
Yeah, super. Sir, actually, from this value, I am keep on increasing the value. Over a period of time, I am getting some saturation. This is where the reviewer will be going to question me. And with these 4 values, how I can able to write 10 sentences? Any idea? Just with these 4 values, not 10 sentences, at least 6 to 7 sentences I have to write. Then only I will not be giving a space for the reviewer to ask a question. And one more thing you have to keep in mind, since you have represented all the values in the tabular form, you should not again express in the form of sentence. This is one condition.
Index value, it is constant, sir.
No, sir, you forget about the last one. Just we will take this one as an example. With this 4 value, I want to write 7 sentences. What I can able to do? We don't think much technically. How I can write this 4 values as 7 sentences? Any answer? Okay. See, the first sentence I have to cite this value because it is given by a pure one. Later, instead of citing all the value, just I can able to express in terms of percentage. For example, for the second system, I can cite this one, material with 5% additive is giving this much percentage increase in this heading, maximum torque. For example, the higher value minus lower value, I will be getting the percentage. Divided by the basic value, I will be getting some percentage. For example, it is 6%. So, for this second sentence, I can write, I am getting 6% increase in maximum torque, 5% addition of additive. The third sentence will be, I will be comparing this increase in percentage for the third category. I will be comparing this one with the basic one as well as the second one, for which I will be getting around 4 sentences. For example, first 2 sentences come. Only for the third one, I will be getting 2 more sentences. Then, finally, I will be coming to the last one, where I will be comparing the first one, second one, and third one. In an easy manner, you can able to increase the sentence to 7. Now, finally, I have to write what is the reason for increase in case of 2 and 3 compared to 1. I have to tell the reason for increase. And finally, for the fourth system, I have to narrate what is the reason for increase compared to the first one, second one, and why it has been decreased compared to the third one. See, I no need to go for studying a book. If I take literature similar to this area, if I take 10 literature, I will be getting answer for both the cases. That is, reason for increase also I will be getting some explanation, and the reason for decrease also I will be getting some reason. Only thing, whatever the keyword I frame for searching, that matters. For example, that all the 10 papers will be dealing with same material but different additive. Next 10 papers will be dealing with same additive but different material. But whatever the trend they have got, I will be getting a similar trend. See, with this very minimal result, I can able to write around, here I have written around 10 sentences. But the main thing is that here, whatever I have highlighted in blue color, this is the reason for increase, this is the reason for decrease. For both the cases, I have given the references. So, if you give appropriate reason for all the cases, that is, just for the 4 value, you have given a detailed discussion where the reviewer will not question you. And also, you have given the supporting references also. Now, we will just wind up in next 10 minutes. This is a simple figure. Just by seeing this figure, tell me where the reviewer will question me. Here also, the line represent for a pure material. My intention is to increase the value. Here it is given as modulus. We will keep some keyword as modulus. My intention is to increase the modulus. Just see the figure clearly and just tell me where the reviewer will be getting a chance for questioning me. Have you find out the fault in this figure?
Sir, isn't it will be better to show a legend for each material line type rather than marking in the arrow?
No, madam. I have given the arrow is represented correctly, but the trend of the graph is somewhat, there is a mistake in the trend. It is not a mistake, it is the actual value, but you can able to easily find the fault.
So somewhere it is overlapped. If adding material plus additive 5% and 10%.
Yes, sir. Where it is in the actual trend, where it is deviating from the
0 degree at 0 degree temperature.
Yeah. See, it is in the ascending order. Material with 0% content, material with the 5, material is trend with the 10. If you see the curve beyond 0, it is as per the rule 0, 5 and 10. But below to that, you can able to see the 5 is giving higher value, 10 is giving lower value. So we can able to segregate below 0 degree, above 0 degree. Now the reviewer will question me, after 0 degree, it is as per the trend. Below 0 degree, it is not as per the trend. So I have to give more emphasis on the trend which is below 0 degree. Again, we will see how we will write a detailed explanation. Here, it is with respect to varying temperature. For example, minus 100 to plus 100. Here also I can able to write a detailed discussion where I can able to choose 3 temperature. For example, if it is this is an application of a tire material. This particular tire, for example, we will keep some brand like MRF. This particular brand, the same tire will be used in Canada. The same tire will be used in some desert area. The same tire will be used in a tropical condition like India. So in such cases, if you look into the winter condition, in Canada, the temperature will be around minus 30 to minus 40. Where if you look into the eastern part or the northern part in Delhi, during the winter season, the climate will be around 6 degree. If you come to the desert part, the temperature will be higher. So I can able to take 3 temperatures. One is minus 30 or minus 40. Another one 10 to 20 degree. Another one high temperature. With this, I can able to give the percentage with reference to a pure material, by which I can able to gather around 6 to 7 sentence. Then finally, I have to tell what is the reason for this, non-uniform trend below 0 degree, and what is the reason for a uniform trend after 0 degree. Here also I got the graph. If I take literature around 10 to 15 literature, I will be getting the same trend. See, whatever the explanation I can able to give, I have given all the discussion, followed by the reason for decrease below 0 degree, the reason for decrease after 0 degree. I have given the subsequent reference. If I have given the proper explanation with subsequent reference, he can't able to question me. This is one example. See, if you are preparing a material with some like additive and all, you have to clearly mention what kind of additive is used and where it is located. For example, here in the first case, I have used a single type of additive, here 2 type of additive. Rather than giving a blind image, I can able to categorize those with the help of some schematic. This will reduce the comments from the editor. And coming to the main point. See, this is a reading. For example, I am explaining you, we are applying the pressure into a tire. Okay. The tire is looking in black color because of the presence of carbon black. If the tire is not in black color, it can't able to withstand the air inside. The air, whatever you are feeding inside, it will just penetrate. Okay. This value, you can able to see here, 0.8 is a one value. I'm doing some many new material. Finally, I'm getting some value around 0.3. Now you please tell me, for this, I have to fabricate around 8 material. It will take around 2 months time. Later, after fabrication, I am going to test all the materials in the same machine under under some prescribed standard. Do you tell me, for making a graph like this, should I spend 3 months time, or just by collecting 20 to 30 literatures in the similar area, if I take all the values and if I take the standard deviation or average, and I can able to plot this graph, but whatever the value that is mentioned in all the 30 papers, none of the value will be replicated here. I'm again telling you, for getting this particular graph, I have to prepare the material for 2 months. I have to do the testing for another 10 days or 15 days. So automatically I require 40 days to prepare this graph. On the other hand, without doing any experimental part or testing part, just with the 30 literature, I can take the permeability for all the 30 literature related to the same material. In that same material, the 30 values, all the values given in the 30 literature, I am taking the value, I am making an average, and in none of the paper, that particular value will be given. For example, for example, this one, it is 0.85. It will not be appeared in all the 30 papers. So I will not be getting captured in the plagiarism part. Whether the reviewer will be having the chance to question me or not. Any answer? You can't able to find my, means, can you able to understand my question?
Yes, sir, we can understand your question, but we can't able to answer you.
Yeah, madam. See, I'm not going to getting captured in the plagiarism issue because none of the value will be found in any literature. If I take some 3 article and if I'm taking the average, some value will be replicated in some other article. If I take 30 papers and I'm taking the average, the value will not be related to any article. In such a case, I don't need to spend 45 days for my research work. In just 2-3 days, just by collecting literature, I can able to provide the result. Okay.
I'm
Fine.
not sure, but we can collect the data from the previous papers.
Okay, madam. Actually, the thing is that if you blindly show the image like this,
okay,
none of the reviewer will accept your values because whatever I have told, 45 days I have spent for doing this research work, I have to show some proof. For example, for the first one, you can able to see this higher value is because of a neat one. This lower value is because of some schematic like this, which I can able to assure to the editor that I have actually done this research work. I have to show some related images like this. So whatever the figure I have shown here, in addition to this particular figure, I have to show the work, whatever I have done for 45 days, that particular I have to, means the 45 days proof I have to correlate with this image. Just see, instead of giving a figure blindly like this, in addition to this figure, if I show an image which is somewhat resembling like this pictorial diagram, see, this is the image which proves my work. That 45 days I have spent for developing this material, this is the particular image. And because of the presence of these lines only, the value is getting decreased. So with this graph, I'm going to correlate the image. Then only the reviewer will accept all the values are true and it is not fake. Without this image, if you blindly give just a diagram, none of the refuted journal will accept your research findings. Can you able to catch up this one, madam?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Thank you.
So finally go for after giving an extensive discussion, you go for the conclusion, where both in the conclusion as well as in the abstract, you will be giving the salient points. So with the help of introduction, material, testing, results and discussion, whatever the salient points you have given for all the cases, you can able to take that salient point and give it for the conclusion as well as the abstract. In addition to that, in conclusion, you can able to give some numerical values also. Coming to the reference, this one I think Dr. Shankar might have told you. Wherever means, for example, you are going to communicate this particular paper to some journal. Okay, in that particular journal, in this similar line of work, there will be many articles. Try to cite at least 3 articles from this journal. It will give good rapport to the editor. Then manipulation. As I told you just now, please don't go, being a researcher at the initial stage, please don't go for manipulation. Even if you get a unexpected result, try to do n number of iteration and you get you will be finally getting the satisfied result. In the initial stage, if you start to go for manipulation, you may not be having the you may not be having the experience of checking the trend or the basic principle behind it. So as a beginning stage, please don't go for manipulation. Then don't blindly follow the procedure, because in some papers they will be giving the actual procedure, but if you do as per the procedure, you will not be getting the same result. So with this, for this one, you will be requiring some fundamental knowledge, and the main is that result expectation coinciding with the literature. For example, in Germany, they are giving some value for a aluminum, a material, as 24. If you check that particular value for in India with some other equipment, because whatever the brand they have used in Germany and whatever the brand of the machine we use in India, it is different. And the environmental condition is also different, which will not be giving you the same value. What I am intended to say is that if I want to test the value for all the material, generally a researcher, what he used to do, for a standard material, he used to take the value from the literature. For the rest of the materials, he used to do by himself, where he can't able to correlate the result. Even if it is a faulty machine, try to do all the testings in the same faulty machine. Generally, we can just correlate this particular abstract and the full-length paper with the full-length movie and trailer of a movie. See, a director should have taken 2.5 hours movie, where he will be, while watching the complete full-length movie, he can able to know what are all the plus points in his movie. So from the 2.5 hours, he can able to catch up the plus points in his movie, where he will put that essential elements as a 1-minute trailer, just to relate the same one. Like writing 25 pages of a review article, then only you know what are all the very, very essential elements in your paper. That essential element you can able to copy paste in the abstract. Okay, many of us, by watching the trailer, getting admired towards the movie, we will go for the movie, and finally we will end up with a happy one, or it might be a flop one. But the abstract, it should be catchy, because whenever you submit a paper, first thing they will check the abstract, they will check all the novelty part, advanced part, then only they will go for reviewing the complete paper. Okay. Thank you all. I have taken around 1 hour 15 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour 45 minutes. Thanks for your patience. If you have any clarification, you can ask me.
Sir, I have a question. May I, sir?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Sir, about the copyright link, what you have suggested, if I am including some images from another paper, so is it possible to just quote the citation, or means to give the reference of that image? Will it be also accountable as a plagiarism, or there is the only necessary way? The only one way is the copyright means application and all.
Madam,
Means
it is always no. It is always better to go for copyright, madam.
Okay. And if the paper is myself only, as means I am working on a field which I have already published 2 papers, SCI paper. So if I am having the instrument the same and I'm testing the same material only, but with minor deviation. Like, so if I am giving the image of that instrument setup, so every time the instrument is same.
Okay.
So means the previous papers also have that image only.
That
For
doesn't
my
matter.
new upcoming paper, so if I cite my own citation only, then isn't it enough, or do I have to again gain the copyright permission and all?
For equipments and all, you don't require copyright, madam. But generally, for a good research paper, we won't used to provide the instruments and all. We directly used to provide the
Test setup, that is unique test setup. If someone provides this, like in its technological paper, so if it's an instrument setup that is unique and there are some test specimens set up on that setup,
that you
and then the testing is done, that we need to provide, I think. And I have also provided in the previous papers. So for the upcoming paper, do I need to cite that only, or do I need to again, because that publication holds the copyright for the last papers?
You know, if it is a tailor-made setup, you can give the own diagram. You can give the own picture, but in some different angles.
Okay.
You don't require copyright for that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. But madam, ensure it is not in the the angle which you are taking or giving for the another paper. It should not be in the same. It should not be replicated. That you have to check.
Okay, sir. By the way, if the instrument is safe and but the sample is different, means it will be a minor difference only, but that will also work.
Yeah, you don't require copyright.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, I think no questions.
Okay, sir.
Shall we wind up this session, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Snega?
Sir, as day 3 comes to a close, we express deep appreciation to the organizing team for their dedicated efforts, our esteemed resource person for sharing invaluable insights on structuring technical content, and to the distinguished faculties and researchers for their enriching contributions. Thank you all for being part of this journey towards academic excellence and discovery. Let's approach the week ahead with renewed enthusiasm and a collective commitment to learning and growth. The feedback form link is posted in the chat box. Participants, please take a moment to share your feedback, which also serves as attendance confirmation. Thank you all.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks
You, sir. For the opportunity.
Sir, thanks for your valuable inputs.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Okay, sir. Bye.